Hey guys, my name's Kimani, and welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. In the last episode, we got a lot of... What am I trying to say? We got a lot of stamps, and that took a very long time, especially that last one. And in this episode, we're going to be getting back onto the story of the game, which I'm pretty excited about. What we're going to do to start off is go to Telma's bar, and as soon as we walk up... Oh my! If it isn't Link! You made it! How have you been, honey? Mercy, but you have good timing. I was just talking about you. Hey everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome young man is the infamous Link. You remember what I told you before, honey? These are those friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to help deal with all the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there's one more of us, but there's been a disturbing turn of events in the Western Desert, so he's gone to check it out. He's an older man named Aru. If you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk with him, okay, honey? Well, you've come all the way here, honey, so why not try to relax a bit? Why don't you be a sociable guy and talk to these folks? They're a jolly bunch. Okay. Sure thing. Good to see you, Telma. Good to see that your bar is doing well. I don't see the Goron around here. I do see the postman over here. What is he doing? Let's talk to him for a second. What to order? What to order? I do believe I will start with meat. Oh, yeah. I mean... I guess that's a good choice anyways. Let's come right over here and we can talk to these guys. They're going to be pretty interesting, very talkative and sociable. It has been a long time. Link. Whoa. My wife Yuli sent word to me. I have the children of Kakariko Village. I've seen the children of Kakariko Village. And of course, I have also heard of your adventure. I must thank you for your help with Colin Link. I barely recognize him. In any case, I'm troubled by my own inaction. I want to help the cause. These friends here, I've had a connection with them for a long while. Like the others, I'm gathering information now. I will let you know if I hear anything. So yeah, pretty cool to, you know, I forget his name, but he's part of the resistance, the group that Telma talked about. What about you? Let's talk to you for a second. Oh, hello there. You must be Link, correct? I'm Shad. Wonderful to meet you. Telma told me all you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. Well, I'm formidable at book reading, but lack, shall we say, physical skills. That said, if the history and legends of Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. Alright, thank you. What about you? It's Ashe. I'm gonna say Ashe is how I'm gonna pronounce that. I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was a knight in his own right. He taught me the arts of war, as though I was his son. Of course, lessons as common courtesy were not part of the regimen, so forgive me if I come off as rude, yeah? Listen, before I blab both of your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain to the north of Hyrule. It's unlike any mountain I've ever known. I don't know much yet, but things happen there that happen on no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As soon as I know something more, I will tell you. Until then, you should stay away, yeah? And that's actually a little bit of foreshadowing to what we're going to be doing next. Now we've talked to all of them, but if we check out the map... That's old Cougar Aru. That old Cougar Aru is at Lake Hylia, studying the desert. Huh. He's studying a desert at a lake. Well, maybe the desert must be nearby. Well, that's a little bit of a hint. And... that, also the fact that that was marked on a map, that is a hint as well. So what we're going to want to go do is go meet this Aru guy. Alright, sorry about that. I was just interrupted with a phone call. That was my mom telling me that there were people heading over, so don't be alarmed at the strangers who were walking around in my yard. Anyways, so I guess that was kind of a good call to make, an important one to answer. That being said, since I have a little bit of time to talk about life and stuff, I think I will. Today is going to be quite busy for me. I slept in until 11 o'clock. It's Saturday. And I got 10 hours of sleep last night. That is so rare, like, for me. The average that I get is like 6 hours. So, that was a very nice sleep. And I feel really good, too. Like, it's kind of weird for me not to feel tired. And I haven't had coffee today, but yet I'm, like, wide awake. It's really weird. I wonder what will happen if I do have coffee on top of having sleep. Maybe a killer combo, I don't know. Anyways, we come right over here. Before we go talk to Aru, let's transform into a wolf. And we have another howling statue. Now, originally I had trouble remembering this one when I was practicing. But here's my tip. Just remember as you're going from the lowest to the highest point twice. But when you get to the middle, before you go up, you go down again. And then you go up. So like there's like a little break. That's how I remember. That's how I recommend like remembering that. So you're not sitting there trying to remember it like 6 times in a row. Anyways. I'm surprised it accepted that. I hacked that up pretty bad. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Alright. Pretty cool. And our next location is right over here at an area that we don't even have access to yet. Brilliant. Well, don't worry, we will have access to that area rather soon. But talking about life and stuff, today is really busy. After I record this, I'm going to be going to dog sit for my sister who's out of town. And then after that, I'm also, well, before I even dog sit, I have to go pick up a cake for them because it's my sister, it's my older sister's, they're not married, but her wife. It's her birthday this Sunday. And I'm going to go pick up a cake, and then I'm going to decorate their house and have it so that when they get back, her girlfriend will be surprised. So it's going to be pretty cool. Anyways, besides the point, if we get right up here, and this is, and if you're having trouble finding this is a spot marked on the map. Let's see this guy. I thought it was about time for you to arrive. Master Link, is it? You do know Telma, don't you? I'm Haru. I'm part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet at her bar. I've heard all about your deeds from her. Now, you being a courageous youth, you have likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate, no? Or am I mistaken? You do not know, don't you, Master Link? The Gerudo Desert once held a prison built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who were sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in the prison. Now that prison is condemned, and even the road leading to the desert is impassable. The desert at World's End. It holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to that wicked place. So I have come to learn the truth. Master Link, I must ask. What will you do now? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. Yeah, sure. Ah, is that so? Then, let good old Aru help you out. You see, Lake Hylia below us, right? A man named Fire runs an amusement ride of sorts here. Give him this. You got Aru's memo. Aru wrote this to the Fire of Lake Hylia. Well, to Fire of Lake Hylia. Set it to YZ or R. See, long ago I saved this man's Fire's life, and now he cannot refuse me if I ask a favor. If you leave the rest of the Fire, all should go well. Okay, that's cool. I'd like to hear that little backstory sometime. Anyways, let's just jump off this tower, and I'm gonna go talk to Fire, who is the crazy guy with the cannon, with the human cannon. And after I dog sit for a little while, I need to pick up some birthday cards, some thank you notes, some thank you cards on my way back from their house. And after that, I'm going to come back here, record a little bit more, get a costume ready for my friend's Halloween party. It's also his birthday party, like Halloween and his birthday fall really close together. So his party's today, and then I have to leave the party a little bit earlier to go back to dog sit once more, let them out and feed them once again, and then I'll set up the decorations. which I mentioned earlier. So, yeah, I got a really busy day today. There's also a lot of things that are in between that I didn't mention, but I was like, let's switch in front of a wolf, let's switch into a wolf so I can talk to him. Anyways, so, yeah, I'm not going to go over the fine details, but that's basically my day today. From old Aru, huh? Well, I guess I ought to do what that old coot says. Oasis flight, right? So, here you go. One of our secret options not available to the general public. This time's all paid for. So what do you say? You want to go? Alrighty then, but remember, next time you gotta pay. Sweet sailing, buddy of mine. 1 for Oasis, fire in the hole. Okay. Fair enough. We can't expect a free trip every time, can we? We get a little bit of a different animation this time. It's not the exact same thing. We're not going to be shot up to the top of Lake Hylia. No, we're getting shot to a desert, guys. All the way over there. And that's the place that we couldn't see earlier, that we were shown earlier that we couldn't access. Yeah, this is how you get to it. You're literally shot from a cannon to a desert. And that is Gerudo Desert.
Thanks.
Wait, Link. Before we go on, there's something I want you to hear.
Like pure and
You remember what the spirit said about the few shadows? What do you think happened to the magic wielders who tried to rule the sacred realm? They were banished. They were chased across the sacred lands of Hyrule and driven into another realm by the goddesses. It was another world entirely, the antithesis of Hyrule, where the sun shines bright. Its denizens became shadows that could not mingle with the light. Eventually, most came to call it the Twilight Realm, and from it, none could return to the world of light. They were forever doomed to live in the twilight, flitting in the half-light of dusk, mere shadows of Hyrule. This is the history of the Twilight as it has been passed down from our ancestors. Do you understand what I am? I'm a descendant of the tribe that was banished to the Twilight Realm. It was a peaceful place, until Xanta controlled the Twilight Realm and transformed all the Twilight into Shadow Beasts. It's clear to me now that he somehow gained a great evil power previously unknown to our tribe. In any case, I was sent from there and can no longer get into the Twilight Realm without his power. But there's another tale told by my people. Though the goddesses forbade us to return to the world of light, they left one link between the light and the darkness. Something called the Mirror of Twilight was passed to the protectors of Hyrule. It's our only path to the Twilight Realm, and we must get there. You'll come with me, won't you? Alright, so this is Gerudo Desert. And it's pretty interesting to finally kind of hear the story of exactly who Midna is, learn more about the Twilight Realm, and we will come to learn more. But yeah, this place right here, Gerudo Desert, and over there, that is where the worst criminals of Hyrule were sent to. And Midna is a descendant of the people who were banished from Hyrule to the Twilight Realm. So that's a lot to get into. There's more, we'll learn more later. First of all, there's a lot of little enemies around here. I forget what the names are, but they're quite annoying. You can claw shot them out of the sand and kill them. That's one way to do it. Also, they'll jump at you, and then you can just swing your sword at them then. That's another way to kill them, like that. but there's really no point to try to kill them. It's just going to take you forever. But what I recommend doing is if you go to your senses right here, right to the southeast of where we appear at, there are 3 skulls, and then you can use your senses, and then we can dig right down here. Yeah, you can see those guys aren't really that pretty. And it'll bring us down into a little cavern. And this isn't required at all. This is just something I'm doing. There's a lot of like little things that we can do here. Please, I was trying to oh, okay, that worked. I was trying to do a spin attack. There's a lot of little things here in Gerudo Desert before we actually get to the dungeon that we can do, and I do intend to do those things because once again, 100% let's play. Let's see. There you go. There you go. One of them's open. There you go. I got 2 out of 3. There you go. Spin attack, please. There you go. That went very well, actually. And once you kill them all, over here a treasure chest will appear. Once again, this is completely optional, and it's not even a piece of heart or anything. But it is helpful. I'm not going to spoil what's in the chest before we get to it. 100 rupees. Definitely helpful if you're trying to play any of the mini games, which can cost rupees, or you're trying to buy expensive items, such as the magic armor, etc. But I would like this episode to go on a little bit longer, but unfortunately, I didn't really have much of a chance to prepare all that much because I need to head over and do that dog sitting that I was talking about. So, I think I will go ahead and do that. Next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, we will do some more stuff. We'll do more things in Gerudo Desert, and eventually get on to the next dungeon. And another reason why I'm not doing it in this episode is because we need to wait for nighttime to do at least one of those things. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.